Hey, I've been doing some letters from a soldier YouTubes for my GoFundMe. I thought I'd just do one for fun from Romeo Junior High School, the one that was torn down a year ago, and now is a park. And so the slides I'm going to have to go just in the order they're at. This was an assembly we had in the junior high with a seal. I thought it was quite remarkable to bring such a big, large animal into the schoolhouse. We all enjoyed it. I do remember this. And there she is again, having a trained seal in the gymnasium. Oh, this is not one of my pictures. This got stuck in the album. This actually is interesting, but for another story. Miss Sable, Romeo Junior High School secretary. Saw a lot of her in my junior high years. I remember one thing was keep your hands off the class and stand up straight when I address her. But she was very friendly. This came from my school book of Romeo. It's a very good book. This was the high school. This is the class of 88, not 1988, 1888. Let me see if I can zero in any names here. Do we recognize anybody? Don't really see anybody. There's no, not in the class. I'm sure some other people will. Names, there's some educators' names. Then back into the mid-'60s when we had science fairs, I enjoyed walking through the science fairs then, and I'm glad to see more fairs happening in schools. We had one at Port Huron in Port Huron, Michigan, but it was more for current event issues, pollution, climate, etc. But I think it's good exercise. We don't do as many of them as we used to. Now, 1937, 1938. I have Ed and Sue George. Ed's George, who graduated in '68. Mom went to the Romeo and graduated somewhere in the early 40s. This is the auditorium on the stage, the same stage that we saw the seal on in the gymnasium of the junior high. Outside, don't know exactly where this is in placement, but we had a nice park atmosphere outside. So I'm glad that it's still a park and that it will stay that. This is in the front, too. A lot of this was taken down for the new edition in the 60s. Mr. Svengros. I am a Facebook friend with his wife. I saw him back in 2013 in May for the 175th anniversary of Romeo. Talked to him. He was my drafting teacher in 9th grade. These are some of the new stairwells as the little thing, as the old goes out, the new comes in. Goodbye, J. Oscar Termite. You were tremendous. Kitten on Miss Sable's desk. The jukebox on the stage, which was moved for our assembly, but David Glowacki, Mike Bartholomew. And they often help pick the tunes that we heard at lunchtime. Oops, darker picture. I like to darken some pictures. Oh, gosh, I know his name. I remember him. He graduated a year after I did. Chet, I think it is. Sokowski, Chet. There's another picture of the old school. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And again, the 1938 chairs. It might be a duplicate picture on here. It is. This is the outside of the school. You notice it must be from the 50s with the car there. It is Mr. Ojala. If you zoom in on there. No, it's not Mr. Ojala. I thought it was Mr. Ojala. It might be. Someone tell me. Anyway, Ron Patty, my graduating class. And I saw him at our 40th reunion. I don't know how he got down, or I think he was in Miss somebody English class when she got married, but that's a memorable picture. Orville, he was one of our bus drivers that shuttled us from the band room in the junior high to the high school until we got our band room. By ninth grade, we didn't have to take the shuttle bus anymore. And this is the plans for the school. And, it still is beautiful with the old and the new in there. Spirit of the old building, stairs. Some pictures. Mr. Middleton was our band teacher. This is at the old school. And we had to take the shuttle. This is that side entrance to the band room at the high school. There's Chuck Hanchug. He was in my class. And what do we got? Yep. Nick Kirschenko. He passed away sadly a few years back. Was in our class. Nice kid. There's pictures again. And, somebody climbing the rope up there. Some of these pictures, of course, are duplicates. And small ones. Looking for some of the teachers here down here. This is Mrs. Norland, the librarian. I remember her well. Mr. Glowacki, his son Dave was the one at the jukebox. Mr. Lottie, he was my driver education teacher. Mr. Hill, Spanish. I had him for Spanish for a couple of 6 weeks terms in 8th grade. Teachers are from Mrs. Fengros. And more teachers. Miss Sable again. Gosh. Vance Green. Yeah, I remember him. Vance Green. And then also Larry McLaughlin. Gosh. I haven't seen either one of them in a while. Linda Schreiber, Sarah Glish. Okay. There's our assembly. And again, small pictures of it. Oh, that was Freeman. I can't think of the name. John Zhang and the boy that left us. His dad got moved to South America for his job. The name's escaping me, but I know him well. That's it.